Hi, welcome to Bryan TV. I'm Stuart Young. I'm now joined by Paul Sharratt, the head coach of the Loughborough Aces. Well, Paul, first off, welcome to Scotland.
Thank
you.
The sun's shining.
It is. It's a lovely day. We've got beautiful scenery. We've got the Trossachs there, and we've got the Wallace Monument as well. It's going to be a big game today for you guys. I mean, you've went 7-1 for the season. You've done really, really well in a tough division. How do you feel your season's went? Are you really pleased?
Pretty pleased, yeah. I mean, I think the main disappointment was Birmingham. I think we could have done better. I mean, we had a chance to win that game. We just didn't really start till half time. So, but on the whole, yeah, pleased, done well, and we're in a good position, I think.
When we look at both matchups today, both are very physical sides. They've got good offences, both good defences as well. What do you hope to try and exploit from Stirling today?
I think if we've got an advantage, we're probably a little bit faster. I think we've probably got more faster guys than they have. So, I mean, it's going to come down to that. I think who's got the best players, who's got the best athletes. So, as long as we can put our guys in position to be successful, I think we've got a good chance.
I mean, we're now at playoff stage in the season. There's no mugs at this stage. Every team's quality teams. Now, we spoke previously as well, and potential winners of this could be facing Newcastle, who have went 8-0 in the Scottish Conference. What have you said to your guys? How have you prepared them? What have you said to them that they need to do today?
Yeah, I mean, it's real simple. I mean, like you say, there's no mugs at this point. It's about everyone's well coached, so it's just a case of winning this week and just making sure we're practicing next week and not having our end of year meal. Basically, that's as simple as it gets.
I mean, you came up to Scotland last night. Your players well rested for today?
Yeah, we had curfew and bed check. I mean, we don't trust them that much, but they were very sensible. They've gone about it in a professional way. The staff of the youth hostel were great, and really proud of the way the guys sort of conducted themselves. So we're in good shape.
What your team looking to do today? I mean, obviously today's the win's the vital thing, obviously. But what are you sort of aiming to look for? Bear in mind, this is going to go out after the match, so don't worry about giving too much tactics away. What have you said to the guys? How are you going to come out at the start?
Well, I mean, I think offensively we're going to see how they play their stack, and the key thing is what they do over our tackle. And if they play their guys wide, we'll run our triple up the middle. If they start to tighten those guys down, we'll run our jet sweep, which is the same play Stirling run on offence. Defensively, it's tough. It's because you've got to leave someone one-on-one, whether that's a corner or whether that's someone in the box. So we're looking at getting matchups there, getting our guys in a position, and hoping they can win those one-on-ones basically.
Well, Paul, I'll let you get prepared, and I wish you all the very best for today's game. We'll have a chat afterwards as well. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks. Welcome back to Bryan TV. I'm now joined by Jeff Bryan, the linebacker coach for the Stirling Clansmen. Jeff, thanks for joining us. I know you're getting prepared for today's big game. How do you see it going today?
It's going to be a tight game. I think both teams are well drilled. Obviously, it's playoffs now, so everybody's very, very tough competition. So I think it'll be a tight game, but I think it could go either way. We worked really hard, and I hope we come out on top.
I mean, both teams done a regular season 7-1. Both good defences, excellent offences, but there's going to be a lot of give and take here. I mean, do you think the physicality of both sides is going to be the massive thing here?
I think it could be a factor. I mean, we try not to let size intimidate us. Obviously, we train hard and we play hard. Obviously, our defense has proven that, as has our offense. So they do have the physical edge, but I really don't think that will be as big a factor.
What's going to be Stirling's biggest weapon today?
As usual, I think that the defense will play very well. A lot of gang tackling, a lot of takeaways as we always do when we play football. I say the offense is. We've been working on a couple of things. Hopefully, we'll catch them off guard.
I mean, obviously, Stirling, you've gone pretty well. I've seen a few games of you've played this season. I was down at the Predators game last time. Big physical game, won that quite handsomely. You're up against a formidable opponent today. I mean, there's no mugs here. They narrowly lost to Birmingham. I mean.
Yeah, as I say, it's going to be tough. But I mean, the guys have been working for this all season. They've been working hard up to a game like this. This is what they've been training for. This is what we've been playing for all year. They've worked extremely hard, and I really don't think the size is going to be that much of a factor. I say the guys, they are a more physical team than we've played. They're a better drilled team than we've played. But obviously, we've taken it to our opponents so far this season, and I expect that to continue.
What have you said to the Clansmen today? How have you pumped them up?
We haven't really had to pump up that much, actually. I mean, as I say, the guys they get up for every game. We said to them today, as we always do, do your job. Again, we've been training all week for this. We've prepared all week for this. Just do your job. We'll focus hard, and if you do, the game will be ours.
I mean, obviously, winners of today's game potentially up against Newcastle. They were in your division. They went 8-0. Haven't played them. Obviously, you want to get this game out of the way first. Let's not talk about games that's potentially in the future. End of the day, Clansmen win. Do you think so?
I think had we played Newcastle in the season, we'd be 8-0 and they'd be 7-1 just now. So I do think it'll be a Clansmen win. If when we get past this game, I think we'll progress past the next one as well.
Where do you see how's the Clansmen prepared to come out? Are they going to come out just all guns blazing, or are you going to try and play it tactically?
Again, as always, we'll just play Clansmen football. Just come out all guns blazing. Hit them hard, hit them fast. Hopefully, we can take the advantage early.
Well, I wish you all the very best. Good luck, and we'll speak to you after the game.
All right,
Thank you.
very much.
Cheers.
On Sunday, March the 11th, the Loughborough Aces travelled north to start their playoff campaign against Scottish champions Stirling Clansmen in the BUAFL Championship. Loughborough Aces finished the season with a 7-1 record, matching that of the Scottish opposition. The Loughborough Aces received the first possession and looked to use their key personnel at running back to establish themselves, while Stirling looked to impose their strong defensive performance that secured them home field advantage. Some testing running and hard hitting set the tone of the game early on, with both teams working for a breakthrough. The first score came from a breakout run by running back Adam Hope, breaking through tackles and outrunning the Clansmen defence, opening the scoring for the Aces. Stirling then took their chance to show their offensive capabilities, with Tony McDowell testing the range of the visitors' defence. However, some heavy hitting and pursuit prevented the Clansmen's initial attempts at an early equaliser. The Aces then continued to make gains, both on the ground and through the air, patiently working their way downfield whilst trying to utilise all attacking options. Led by quarterback James Slug, the unit managed to find their way through the Stirling defence before setting up their second score of the day with a short catch and run by wide receiver John Matheson, who dived into the end zone to extend their lead. The touchdown scorer, however, was unable to convert the PAT, leaving Stirling with a longer route to fight back. Clansmen opened up their efforts against their opponents, but continued to struggle against the MAC Conference runners-up and were forced to return possession to the Aces, with a good punt taking the Aces back into their own half. The Aces kept the ball on the ground to find some more space outside, with a big gain from Ben Burleson. Clansmen missed a great opportunity to end their drive with a dropped interception opportunity, which would cost them another touchdown, as Hope found his way through for his second score of the day. It was Hope that then added the third score from close range to spell real trouble for the home side. With Mathewson adding the 2-point conversion. The Loughborough defence still remained intact as the Clansmen were forced to punt away possession before more air and ground assault returned. Their drive, however, was halted by a fumble that the home side then managed to recover. Some good running by McDowell helped Stirling move the ball downfield towards their first score, but unfortunately to no avail. Each side traded possessions with no further scores before the half. Into the second half, and the Clansmen struck gold with a lofted pass from Lewis Stevenson to Matt Barrington to put their first points on the board. The Aces regained possession and continued with their ground attack before an error between quarterback and running back almost cost them another touchdown, with only a diving tackle from Slack avoiding disaster. Stirling were unable to break through and were forced into a field goal attempt, but were unable to convert. A reverse in fortune helped to ignite some further gains of the ball for the home team, until an underthrown pass ended their drive. The Aces continued to drive, and found the end zone again with Sam Rogers catching his first score of the game after some pounding run by Hope. Both sides faltered back and forth through the remainder of the quarter, with big gains being negated by mistakes and turnovers. Into the fourth quarter, and Stirling had a resurgence of defensive play as Loughborough tried to regain their rhythm. but unfortunately they lost another turnover through errors. They soon gained it back though through an interception by defensive back Ross Watson. Aces then drove down to the Clansmen goal line before scoring again through Andrew Mayle. This closed out scoring for the game, with the Loughborough Aces progressing to the next round of the playoffs, winning 42-6.
Well, that's the game finished now. It's 42-6 to Loughborough Aces, and now joined by Adam Hope. Adam, 3 magnificent touchdowns from yourself today. You pleased with your performance?
Yeah, very pleased with my performance. And a couple of mistakes that I didn't really capitalise on, but on the whole, great job from the O-line. They made the lanes were there, and yeah, I'm massively happy with the performance. The win's a win at the end of the day. That's all I care about.
I mean, it seems to be a very good team performance. Seems to be a bit stronger, fitter and faster than Stirling on the day. But you pumped up from the start, ready to go?
Yeah, we were pumped up from the start. I mean, we're not really a team who shout a lot. We just we like to keep ourselves calm and collected. I mean, we know what we have to do, but when it comes down to business, it's all on the field. It doesn't really matter what's on the sideline.
I mean, I was speaking to Paul Sherritt before the match. You came from a tough division. Obviously, Birmingham just pipping you in that last game that you played against. You should have, rightfully say you should have won. But it looks like Hallam won today, and it looks like you could be off to Newcastle. Tough challenge?
Well, it's always a tough challenge. They're a really good team. Unfortunately for me, every time we've been on that field, I've played once at youth and then once in my first year. It's always been a loss, so maybe golden rule of 3, we make this one a win. But yeah, I think we're a strong team. We just need to do our job, and I think we'll be all right.
Well, thanks to speak to us. I'll let you go and celebrate. All right, thank you. Well done. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Joined by Paul Sherritt, head coach of the Loughborough Aces. But what a cracking game today, wasn't it?
Yeah, great game, and lovely weather, and 2 well-coached teams. So yeah, we're really pleased.
I mean, nobody was really expecting a 42-6 victory. I mean, you seem to be a little bit stronger, a bit faster than Stirling today. I mean, what was your game plan from the outset?
Well, I mean, I think they started a bit slow. I think that gave us a bit of a leg up, so we got ahead. But our game plan was, look whether they were favouring the outside or the inside and run where they weren't. We knew we could throw the ball outside on them. I mean, that's our backup quarterback there. He did a great job for us today. Our starter's got a little bit of a knock, so tried to keep him out. But he did a fantastic job, and really pleased.
Good. Now, I spoke to you off camera just before the end of the game there, and it looks like Hallam won, so it could be a away trip to Newcastle. Are you looking forward to that one?
Yeah. I mean, we lost to Newcastle a few years ago in the playoffs. They got a big play on us, and we were in the game right to the end. But looking forward to making amends for that, and we'll see what's what.
Well, I'll let you go and celebrate the rest of your team. I hope to see you in the final at some point.
I hope so too.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks,
mate. I'm now joined by Rob Orr of Stirling Clansmen. Rob, I mean, obviously, fortunate result today, but look, all round good season, eh?
It has been a good season. I mean, last year we didn't even make the playoffs, so we've obviously come on leaps and bounds. But I think today, just we were facing a bigger team, more physical team, and they just outclassed us in all aspects of the game, including coaching. Actually, they played really well today.
I mean, you talked about your team. You praised them because they all put the heart and soul into the game. But I mean, a lot of errors. I think certainly for both teams, not just yourself. I mean, do you think the win had a big factor to play in that today?
No, I don't think so. I think just from our point of view, I mean, the second half we obviously were a lot better and we kept it a lot tighter. But the first half, I think the nerves got the better of some of the guys, and we've been trying to say to them all week, look, relax, there's no pressure on you. But they're young and they're learning, and yeah, pressure was there clearly.
I mean, obviously they came out pretty strong, a lot stronger than yourselves. But you seem to pin them back. I mean, going to the second quarter, you seem to pin them back, stop the momentum. But you sort of couldn't keep your own momentum going, could you?
That was the problem. I think on offense, I mean, we're designed for speed, but if teams have size and speed, then we're in trouble. and they had that in abundance today. And just, as I said, I mean, our guys never quit, they never gave up, which is something I'm proud of them for. But sometimes you just got to say the better team won, and they were the better team today, definitely.
So a lot of guys will take away they'll learn a lot from today. I mean, as you say, against a better football team on today, but they'll go away and they'll learn, and you'll come back stronger next season, yeah?
Almost definitely. I mean, we're graduating 7 really good players this year. We had quite a few guys on the sidelines that couldn't play today through injury. So, yeah, I mean, I'm expecting those guys to pick it up next year. Hopefully we get a good recruitment class coming in from the freshers program. And we should at least be where we are now, if not slightly better, I think.
Well, I'll let you go and speak to your players, but thanks very much, Robbie.
All right, thank you. Go Clan.